And then there's the problem of zoning. So there are ways that zoning does attempt to protect farmland. There's this term effective agricultural zoning, which some places use. Lancaster County, I think, is probably the one in Pennsylvania that uses it to in the best way. But some townships attempt it, but I think it hasn't been effectively used that well in Adams County. Another problem is that we tend to put residential zoning everywhere without really thinking about what the ultimate build out of that would look like. So these two maps show Gettysburg Borough and some of the surrounding townships. On the left-hand side is the land use. So you can see a lot of green, a lot of low vegetation, which is typically farmland. Then there's shrubland, tree canopy, and then all the red is kind of the developed areas. So of course the borough, a lot of industrial land or residential land. Out Route 30, you can see, you know, kind of the scattered development out there. On the right-hand side, and this is I took from the planning office, is a map that they've identified as places where they have residential zoning. So I think if you imagined what those spaces would look like if they sort of became, you know, larger lot, low density residential development, what a dramatic change to our landscape that would be. And then I kind of want to wrap this up. We were trying to make this under 20 minutes and I failed miserably. But these are just some last shots of places in Adams County that I think that we know. So these are places that were agricultural landscapes and now have these kind of leapfrog residential subdivisions that I'm sure are lovely places to live. I would love to live in the orchards, but these places, not only do they take up farmland and convert open space to lawns and, you know, impervious areas, but these kinds of developments also have been shown to have a higher cost to the communities where they are built. So the costs of so the revenue that municipalities and counties make from these kinds of developments is not as much as they actually spend on things like emergency services, keeping up roads, schools. So the community services of this kind of development is actually higher than what they get from tax revenue.